welcome in to On the Go. And we've got Josh Yerby back with us. And I'm going to call you from here on out the preserves person.
All right.
That's what you are.
I'll answer that.
What's wrong? The preservation man.
It's great.
Give you
We're
a new
talking.
title.
Yeah.
Alabama Power has what they call the preserves, and we've
Mm-hmm.
been talking about it for the last few weeks. This week, Josh is going to take us to Double Cove Logan Martin Reservoir, and this is going to be lovely. This sounds like a great place, and I would love to ask you exactly where is this located?
Sure. So this Double Cove Park is located on the eastern side of Logan Martin Dam. You know, this day-use park has been there for a long time. It's more commonly known by the locals as Logan Martin Park. That's a very apt name for it. But once we went through and we really started developing the preserves, and we got that brand, this was one of the first sites that we updated to bring under the preserves umbrella into that standard. So we renamed it at that point Double Cove Park, but again, it's on the eastern side of Logan Martin Dam. One of the closest cities to this area would be Pell City, perhaps. Okay. Pell City is a little north of this park, but it's right on the edge of Logan Martin Lake.
Well, and how big is this? How big is this facility, acreage-wise?
This is a little bit bigger
what is there to do there?
than some of our other ones. There's probably 60 to 70 acres
Wow.
that encompasses the entire area. There's a lot of stuff to do there. We have our pavilions, our picnic tables, our gazebos, charcoal grills. This is a very popular spot for us. We have restrooms there, plenty of parking for everybody. We also have one of our nature trails there. So again, there's a lot of stuff for families to do. Again, it's all free of charge. There's a lot of stuff to do there. And it's really one of our premier sites.
Now, I wanted to ask you, I have a lot of friends who have RVs who love to go and do day trips and take the kids.
Sure.
Are there no restrictions on the vehicle you can bring, or are there? I'm just curious.
Well, as far as RVs go, most of these parking areas that we have at Double Cove, they're for single vehicle parking only. So, could you accommodate something as big as an RV perhaps if there's no one there, if it's not very crowded that day? But most of these parking spots were not designed for a large vehicle like an RV.
Okay, so the best thing to do would be to check your website,
Right.
and look at everything that you need to know before you go.
Right.
But what a great way to do that. And when is this open?
This is open year round, from daylight until dusk. And one of the amenities that I forgot to mention that we have there that we're really excited about is what we call one of our adventure playgrounds. We have these at some of our sites. Was designed by a company that they try to keep it in tune with nature. There's a lot of ropes, a lot of natural looking wood, a lot of different obstacles, safe obstacles for kids on one of these playgrounds. It's really cool, and we really like it.
So
I
with
love
that
that.
amount of acreage, you say close to 70 acres up there, are there hiking trails also?
There are hiking trails,
I mean,
yes.
so a person can actually get some good exercise. You could easily walk a mile or two.
Oh yeah, I think if you were to walk every connector trail, everything that's at that site, you've got maybe 3.5 miles.
My goodness.
And so, you have one trail, which is this way at all of our trails, that goes along the perimeter of the lake. So you have that lake view the whole time.
Isn't that beautiful?
And so then other of the connector trails kind of go back up in the woods. We have a pollinator plot there. And I think that we're going to talk about this later on, but we have all of our interpretive signage at our trails talking about, the environment, the ecosystem, birds, animals, and stuff like that. So all that's there. It can be educational at the same time as it is, to promote your well-being.
So you said there's
Love
a
that.
pavilion there also.
Yes.
So if a family wanted to have a family reunion, can you reserve that pavilion? Because obviously it can hold more than a few people. then.
Sure. Those are first come, first serve.
Okay.
We don't have an attendant
You don't have
on site.
so you don't have you can't reserve it for like 2 weekends.
No, sir. Unfortunately, not at this site. Some of our other ones you can reserve, but not at Double Cove. It's a
Okay.
first come, first serve only.
And it's not gated, so it's access. If you happen to be, if the sun went down and went, whoop, they closed the gate on me, you don't have
Right.
to spend the night.
It's not an automatic gate. We do have a gate there.
Okay.
The Logan Martin hydro personnel, they help us keep an eye on that
Maintain
site.
it.
So that's right. So one of the hydro personnel, they come and open the gate in the mornings, and so they close it at night. So nothing's going to close automatically on you. And typically, if they get there in the afternoon and they see a vehicle there, they're not going to close you up in there. They're going to try to locate you before they lock you up. But if that happens, we have phone numbers up on some of our signs to get in touch with us. So don't panic. We'll get out there and get you out.
We'll get you home.
Right.
We'll get you
Now,
home.
can you launch boats from this park or not?
No, ma'am. There's no
Okay.
public boating access.
Okay.
Yes, there's no ramp there.
All of this information, like some of these details that are coming up right now, this will all be explained on your website.
That's right. It is
Okay.
on the website. We have lots of pictures of the site, so you can kind of preview it before you get there. A lot of the amenities we have. Aerial shots,
Okay.
the parking lot, what you can do there, and the gazebos and such.
Wow, Alabama Power has put massive effort into this, into making this happen, and I love your mission. I love what you're doing, and we're going to talk more about this next week because we're lucky enough to get you back.
Yes, ma'am.
So stay with us, and we'll have some more things for you to think about doing. We'll be right back.